it's been a little bit since I have vlogged. I know the last vlog that I did was when I took Little Sis. I'm gonna try and not say her name. Now, we don't actually call her by her God-given name, like we have a nickname for her. But I'm gonna try and call her Little Sis. Anyway, I know the last one that I took was of Little Sis when we did her newborn pictures, which we got them back and they're so stinking good. I've just been showing them to everybody. Like, I am just so proud of them. And anyway, she's precious. Okay, so today is a completely different day. A lot has happened within Little Sis's court case. A lot has happened within our household. Today is technically a day when I would be at work for the day school, but yesterday I think it was food poisoning, because it didn't last as long as the stomach bug that I had in November lasted, and I feel like 100% today. It basically only lasted like yesterday morning. I just felt kind of weak the rest of the day. So I'm home. I didn't want to give anything to my 2-year-old or like even risk spreading anything, especially if it's a stomach bug, because kids are like petri dishes, and I can't even imagine a stomach bug. Like, ugh. Sometimes when something's going rampant around the school, you're just like waiting for it to hit your class or waiting for it to hit your own kids. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay home. And I stayed away from Avery a lot yesterday, so Avery did go back to school. Things that I didn't get done yesterday, because technically yesterday was a holiday, was I was gonna go to the grocery store. So that's what Little Sis and I are doing now. But you're probably all wondering what these crazy things that have happened during her case are, so I'll explain that now. It's all been good. It's been hard, but it's all been good. It's something good that's happening for her. Little Sis will not be with us forever. In fact, Little Sis could go any day now. And it took me a long time to process this. We've known this, well, we've known that this was a possibility for weeks now, but I found out last Thursday that it is definitely happening. She's going to be with a biological family member who's going to adopt her. And that's all I think I can really say on the matter. But just know that it's a really good situation for her. Tonight we'll have our first visitation with her new family, or her family. It's not her new family, but her family. And so we'll get to meet them. They'll get to meet her for the first time. I'm imagining it's going to be kind of an emotional evening, because, I don't know, just with the whole circumstances and situation, it's a good thing. Am I sad? 1,000,000,000%. Robbie and I are both very sad, not because we wanted her to stay in our life forever, although if it had come down to that, we would have been overjoyed to like adopt her into our family, but because we're gonna miss her. You know, we've had her now, today she's 6 weeks old, so we've had her for almost 6 weeks, and the time has flown by, and it feels like she just kind of fits in with the family. Avery loves her. She calls her Baba, and it's because we gave her a nickname for her nickname, and Avery caught the last end of it and calls her Baba. And I just know that when she leaves, Avery's probably going to be looking around and saying Baba, Baba, wondering where she is. Hopefully, as we continue on our foster care journey, she will get used to that kind of thing. And when she's old enough, we can explain to her that we're helping people, and this is just what God has called us to do. But as of right now, I'm sure it's going to be confusing to her to realize that Baba's no longer here. I should just call her Baba. Baba's no longer here, and we won't see Baba on a regular basis. We may never see, this is the sad part to me, is that we may never see Baba again. Like, you know, I don't know if we'll drop her off, or if a caseworker will come get her, or if they will come get her, or we'll meet somewhere, but either way, we may never see her again. We may get updates, we may get pictures, we may not. It may just, you know, all contact cease, which would be incredibly hard. But from what we've heard from the caseworker, where she's going is an amazing place, and it's where she's supposed to be. So if I say any more, I'll cry, so I'm not going to say any more about it. But I'm extremely excited for her and extremely excited for her family, but I am a little heartbroken for us, because she won't be in our everyday life anymore. So enough of that. As far as our foster care journey after this, and I know this is a really long intro to this video, and I apologize, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you anyway. As far as our foster care journey after this, because I cannot take another maternity leave from my day school job, I took 3 weeks off when Baba came into our household. I can't do that again. So we have to put our house on hold at least through the middle of May. However, there have been some things, like a vacation that may happen in the summer for my mom and I and my sister and my aunt. And they've been doing this for a couple years. Like, my aunt gets to go on these conferences and then my family tags along, and I have not been able to go because of work things. So I still may not be able to go this year because of work things, but if there's a possibility that I'm going to go, I'm going to go. It's New York. I love New York. I don't know if I could pass it up. And so then when I come back, we have Bible school that next week. And after that is when we would, like, put our house open again. Our house would become open to take in another placement. So we'll see. And I kind of wonder, like, what our next placement will be. Will it be another newborn? Like, we hit the jackpot with Baba because, and this is going to sound really weird if you haven't gone through foster care training. So in foster care training, you do a specific we did through our agency, a specific training on NAS babies, or NAS babies, neonatal abstinence syndrome babies, babies that are born with some sort of drug or substance in their system. Those babies have a really hard time their first couple weeks of life because they're withdrawing from something, so they're in a lot of pain. There's a lot of crying, there's not a lot of sleeping, so it's hard. And I think that's something that Robbie and I both really were worried about, but we still knew that this was something we were supposed to do. So when Baba came into our household, it's like, oh, you know, just to give a little bit of her story, she was not exposed to drugs in any way. She was born early. She had a couple medical things, but she was not exposed to drugs in any way. So other than that, she was a typical newborn. Sleeps a lot, eats a lot, kind of thing. So I kind of wonder, like, with our next child, if it'll be a baby, if it'll be a 3-month-old, if it'll be an 18-month-old. So I'm leaving it up to God, and I'm knowing that one thing that Robbie has said that has really, really helped me, and I think him as well, is that although we haven't gotten to have Little Sis in our household for very long, and although we've fallen in love with her immediately, we weren't told flat out when Little Sis came into our home, but that night we were asked, like, are y'all an adoptive home? Because it seemed like her case could easily go that way. And it is going that way, but not adoptive for in our home. Anyway, so we've fallen in love with this baby, which is what we're supposed to do. That is our job as foster parents, and we know that. But Robbie has put it really well. He says, Baba is leaving our home so that we can help another family. She's going to a family that loves her, where she's safe and she'll be loved, so that we can bring in another child who needs the safety and love at that point. And if that child stays in her home forever, wonderful. If not, that's not why we're in this. We're not in this to be adoptive parents. We're not in this to only adopt. And people have said that to us, like, why don't you just become like an only adopt family? So you only get children that have had their parents' rights terminated. God, we don't feel like that's what we're called to. You know, we feel like we're called to help everybody that needs it. Whether it be a mama or daddy who's struggling and just needs a couple months to get back on their feet, or a child that needs a home forever. So anyway, this intro has gotten so long, it's 10 minutes long. Jeez Louise. We're headed to the grocery store, then we're gonna do some meal prep and just do some stuff around the house today. But I don't know how long this video is gonna be, and I apologize, but not really. If you're looking into foster care, this is the reality of it. So, see you soon. Hello again. I think it's been like 2 weeks since that last clip. Things did not go as planned that night to meet Little Sis's family. So I didn't end up finishing that video, but I figured I would just pick up the camera and actually finish the video. So most of this video, just to give you a heads up, is gonna be me talking in the car. And then at the end of this, I'm gonna give you a Target haul, because I just went to Target with Little Sis because Little Miss, Avery, didn't wanna come with me, which was sad because I really wanted to have some bonding time with her, but she wanted to play outside. So, no big deal. I just took Little Sis with me. Or Baba. Anyway, so we did not end up meeting Little Sis's family that night. There was a mix-up, there was a miscommunication, and it just didn't work out. Not before we drove up to the church and waited forever though. So we did end up meeting them a little later, a couple days later. And it is all I'm gonna say is that it is very, 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 very obvious that she is going to be loved when she goes to them. Now, by some off chance that she doesn't go to them, she will be immensely loved at our house too. So really, it's a win-win for her, because no matter where she goes, she's going to be extremely loved. So we're really excited for her. Again, more and more sad as we realize that our days with her are like coming to an end, but also just kind of preparing her, preparing Avery, preparing ourselves for that day when she does end up heading to her new home. From the way that we like got to talk to them, it seems like they would be willing to send us updates and things, which would make us so happy. Like, we would love nothing more than to know how she's doing every couple months or so. But that's kind of the update on that. We do have court coming up this week, so we'll learn a little bit more about the timeline, I think, but who knows. So yeah, I think that's all on that update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. She's not sleeping very well right now. So we're kind of going through, with Avery, we did something called Taking Care of Babies, which was basically a newborn sleep class. It wasn't sleep training, but it was more like laying the boundaries, or laying the guideline, I don't know, basically setting them up for healthy sleep, you know, teaching things like how to get them to extend, we could extend naps for them, teaching them how to self-soothe without the, you know, lots of tears and crying, and which it worked really well with Avery. Avery was sleeping through the night by the time she was 10 weeks old. She would sleep from like, I think like 8 to 8 or 8 to 6, or I don't know. She slept 10 to 12 hours pretty early on. Right now, Little Sis is almost 2 months old, and she's giving us maybe a 4-hour stretch in the nighttime, which is fine. It's really not all that bad. It means that Robbie wakes up in the middle of the night, and then I wake up early in the morning to feed her, which is kind of how he prefers it and how I prefer it. But it would be nice if we could lay that boundary, lay that foundation, that's the word I'm looking for, lay that foundation for good sleep for her as well. And I'm hoping that her new family will appreciate that as well, because it was so helpful for us when Avery like slept through the night. So we started laying her down in her own crib for naps, and we started that today, and she did really well. She took 2 naps in her own crib by herself. She took a nap on the way to Target. She's sleeping right now, I'm sure. She did sleep, today was a crazy day. Robbie had to go out to the ranch for some stuff, so it was just the girls and I today, and I needed to put her down for a nap. However, Avery was very clingy today because we had someone working on the house and she was terrified of the man. So she wouldn't allow me to go upstairs to put Allie down for a nap, so I laid Allie in her car seat thinking I would move her. It never ended up happening. She fell asleep, and I didn't want to move her. I wanted her to kind of take a really good nap. So she took a 2-hour nap on her car seat, and everything was fine. If this was Avery, I would have like never let her sleep in her car seat. Oh my gosh, how, you know, that's so dangerous. We had to take her to the doctor the other day, and they told us because she's so congested, she's been really congested lately, let her sleep in her car seat because she'll be sitting up. So I didn't feel bad about that. But she's doing well today, so hopefully maybe tonight we can stretch her to like maybe 4.5 to 5 hours, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna update on. I will show you the Target haul when I get home, and I show I got Robbie a sussy, which is what we call a surprise in our family, and Avery got a bunch of new clothes. I got Little Sis some new clothes because they both need warm clothes now. Well, clothes for warm weather. But anyway, see you soon. All right, I'm gonna put you in my cabinet. Robbie has taken Avery upstairs to change her stinky butt and give her a bath, and she's gonna go to bed so that she's not cranky at church tomorrow. And Allie and I are down here hanging out. She's trying to go to sleep, and I'm trying to keep her awake, but I figured I would make myself some dinner. And I don't know if I've ever shared this on my channel before, but I went through a phase in the summer, so almost a year ago, where I ate this every day at least once. And now I intermittent fast, so I don't get to eat it as much because I don't eat breakfast. But ooh, this is a really hard avocado. This may not work. So one of my favorite things to do, especially if I'm having like breakfast for dinner, or if I'm home and I want to make this for lunch, is to do like kind of like avocado toast but on a bagel. And if I want to be really fancy, or if I want to take a lot of time, I will put egg on it. But that's not today. I have stuff I have to do, and my eating window ends in about an hour, so I'm just gonna eat this quickly. Anyway, so It's seriously super simple, and I honestly feel kind of dumb like telling y'all this. But it seriously, if you've never tried it, it is so yummy. You're all right, girlfriend. So, I love the everything bagels. I get ours from H-E-B, but you can easily buy everything bagels. Like, I just get ours from the bakery, but they sell them like in the bread aisle too. And then I toast it in our toaster oven. Golly, this is a hard avocado. I toast it in our toaster oven, and then I add avocado, salt, pepper, lemon juice, and more everything but the bagel seasoning. This is from H-E-B, and everything but the bagel is copyrighted. So I love what they named this. Let me just show you. Bagel not included. How funny is that? I just think that's hysterical. Anyway, so I'm gonna have this, and then I will show y'all what I got the girls, and I got Robbie from Target. Oh, and while I'm mashing, I thought of one more thing. I have been getting tons of comments about it, and I feel terrible that I haven't done it yet, but the video kind of explaining why I left Optavia, why I'm no longer coaching, why I no longer promote the program, or the coaching aspect of it. I have not made it yet because my contract was technically up in December, but then you get a grace period, and then you get a grace period on top of that grace period. So I wanted to make sure that my contract was like officially up before I said anything about it. Basically, wanted to get my last check before I said why I was no longer doing it. So my goal for this week, it is currently a Saturday. My goal for this week is to film that video and have it out a week from today. So there's a goal for myself. If not, then, because I don't want to like stress myself out. If not, then not this week, but next week is spring break, and Avery's going to stay with my mom for a bit. So I'll only have one kid at that time, and I'll definitely have some more time. So please know that I see your comments. I have not forgotten, obviously, and I am not going to do it. I just had to wait until my contract was officially up. And I feel like I should have made the video when it first happened, because everything was still kind of fresh, and now things have kind of like fallen away from my memory. There are definitely still big things that stick out, but anyway, so be looking out for that video. Hopefully it will be out in the next week. Anyway, I was gonna do a little quick Target haul for y'all. Start with the boring stuff. More socks. Avery, oh my gosh, I feel like wouldn't you say, Robbie, it's like a thing every morning, like, yeah, where's Avery's socks? So I just got more socks. And I just got new socks for her too. Okay, this is, let's start with Little Sis's stuff. So here is a little dress. It's so cute. So she has a whole bunch of stuff that I went through Avery's. Oh no. Here we go. I went through Avery's stuff, and so she's good to go. But should she leave tomorrow, which I don't think that's going to be the case, but should she leave tomorrow, we have to be able to send her with some stuff. So, okay. Go outside, Shiner. Oh my goodness, our house is run by a toddler. Okay, here is another little dress that I got her. These are all Cat and Jack. I love Cat and Jack. Super cute stuff. This is just for as it gets warmer outside. Super cheap. They're like, yeah, $7 a piece for this. So stinking cute. Love it. I also got Little Sis some jeans. Oh goodness. Because she has no jeans, and Avery actually had this exact same pair when she was 9 months old, and I would put her in it all the time. Put her in them all the time. So I got those for Allie. Girlfriend, quit spitting it out if you're gonna get mad. Okay, now let's go on to, I think next is Avery's stuff. I think that's all I got for Little Sis. But this is Avery's. A cute little ruffle sleeve top with rainbows on it. I'm into the boho rainbows lately. I love them. I can't get enough of them. I want to do Avery's room in them. I wanted to do her second birthday party this theme. Unfortunately, Avery has other plans. So this is Cat and Jack. It's like a little tie-dye. I don't know if you'd consider that tie-dye. I don't know. But again, cute little top. I ended up getting it in 3T because I loved it so much and they didn't have it in 2T. So $7. Anyway, a cute little yellow top with like the ruffle, is that called like eyelet? I don't know, but the cute little ruffle detail sleeves. So a gosh, it looks so big sitting next to Little Sis. It just looks huge, but it's a little 2T dress. It was 12 bucks. She'll get a lot of wear out of this in the summertime for church. Oh, I did get Little Sis one more thing. I got her some onesies. That doesn't really match the situation, but honestly, this was the only set of onesies that they had in like a 3-month fit, so it's okay. But I thought that was super cute and it could go with her new jeans. It's got flamingos on the second one, flowers, and then the last one, I mean, who really cares? It's a onesie. But so there's all that. And the last little clothes thing, sort of, I probably shouldn't be showing this because it's Avery's, but we are starting potty training pretty soon, so in order to entice her to go on the potty, she has some frozen panties with the day of the week. So she wanted to go through every single one of them. That's why they're pulled out. And then I also got her just like Target brand, some that had like llamas, and they're just cute colors. And then the last thing that I got, I have one of those reduce. Can you hold it up, Robbie? Can you hold up my cup? So for Valentine's Day, I got one of these reduce 40-ounce tumblers that has like a handle on it. And then, and then I put stickers on it, and it's been really helpful helping me get my water in, because I used to be really good at that, and then I got really bad at that. But, so Robbie said to me either today or yesterday, man, these things are really nice. So I happened to see some at Target, and Robbie got a gray one. So that concludes our Target haul. Well, I'm about to put this kid to bed. I'm gonna go give her a bath. As you can tell, she's really fussy, ready for bed, kind of colicky. But, I'm going to go give her a bath and put her to bed and end this vlog. So until next time, we love you all and God bless ya. Yeehaw.